Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Filipina and the Foreigner. So we're still here in Valencia. This is part of Valencia and maybe 10 minutes away from the city. We are at the pineapple farm, the back. As you can see at the back, it's a pineapple farm.
Is this a pineapple farm?
Yes,
all
it's
of
a
this?
Yes, all over. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Left and right. Pineapple farm.
We're only about 15 minutes away from home or less. Just down the road is where we live. Isn't this beautiful? This is beautiful.
Yes.
When you don't have the loud traffic, you can probably hear us. So sorry about the loud traffic. We're on the side of the road. Wow. Just beautiful here.
Yes.
Well, we were just talking in another video, and I thought I'd elaborate one point in this video. When I used to watch videos from home, they would, try to give some suggestions or advice to foreigners like me if you're looking for a Filipina to maybe, meet or get in a relationship with. And they would say, a lot of these Filipinas, you gotta ask about if they got children and what they're doing with their children, because a lot of them just kind of leave their children behind, especially for their parents to take care of, and they just leave them behind. That's a red flag. You got to stay away from those Filipinas. But as I come to meet this Filipina and heard, I'm just saying what they said. I'm not saying this. That's what they said. That's what I heard. So now, as I come to know my Filipina and her story, which on the surface is kind of like what they said and said as a red flag and stay away from, it's a whole different story as you dig deeper. So you shouldn't just listen to what everybody's got to say on YouTube, except us, of course.
Yeah.
Because this is her story.
There's a different story to share. Yeah, and you will know if there's red flags, because most of the red flags, it's always involved money. It's always involved money.
Talking about this point though, like you were in that situation, you had to leave your family, and
I worked
so
abroad
you were
for
like
more
this
than 10
person
years.
that they talk about, that they say is a red flag and stay away from, but not so, because you tell the story. Why someone has to go away, like your experience, like why do they have to leave their kid and that sort of thing?
There's nothing wrong when you meet a Filipina online, especially if they are a breadwinner. There's nothing wrong with that. Like when you can say it's a red flag if that Filipina use you to scam you, or use you as their walking ATM according to them, or milking cow according to some. Yeah, that's a red flag. But when you meet a Filipina, if they have, or if she has a good intention, if she loves you genuinely, there's nothing wrong with that. Even if they have kids, even if she's a breadwinner, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but the point was, a lot of these guys were suggesting that the Filipina just leaves her kid behind, leaves her family for her parents to take care of their children. But my point is that, like, even with Filipina's experience, it was similar, but for all good reasons. And that's the part that's been left out of a lot of these videos. Like, she had to leave her child behind to take care of him. Like, she had to go overseas as what they call an OFW, another truck coming here.
Yeah.
And as an OFW, overseas foreign worker, she had to send money back to support her child, to make sure her child was taken care of.
Yes.
If she didn't do this, they had, like, you told me stories that your son had nothing to eat at times, right?
It's not a red flag to a Filipina if she leaves the country and support her family back home.
Yeah,
it's not a red flag.
See?
Yes, it's
that's
not
the
a red
reasoning
flag.
that's left out.
When you say red flag, if that Filipina, as I mentioned earlier, fool you, like she lied about her status, that's a red flag. Yeah. If she asks money from you just to support her entire family, that's a red flag. Yeah. But if the Filipina loves you genuinely, trust you, and they didn't scam you, it's not a red flag, guys. There's nothing wrong when you meet a Filipina, a breadwinner, which is a breadwinner online.
Yeah,
It's
but
nothing wrong about that.
I think that was the part that was missing from a lot of these videos, because when I would watch, I would be convinced by some of these guys what they were saying, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. Yeah, you really want to stay clear of these Filipinos, because like, how can they leave their child behind? Like, what are they doing? And then they let their parents take care of their kids. Like, what's going on? But then I realized the story behind it, because she was in the situation. She's taking care of her family. She had to, over heartbreak and many, many tears, as she's told me in private stories, that she's had to leave her child behind just so she could send money back to take care of her child and then her extended family as well, just to make sure everybody had food on the table to eat. And she would be nights crying her heart out because she was just trying to take care of her family. And that was the missing story that I think was left out a lot of these videos that I used to watch anyway. And because I was always convinced, well, how could they do that? Now, like, I understand the full story, that they gave their lives, they sacrificed their lives, still do, to support their family, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you told me about how you didn't have enough for even bread, right? You had your son as a child and didn't have enough food, right?
I remember that when we're out with my son, he's asking, he wants to eat bread, he wants to buy toys, and I cannot afford. Like, I just, I hold him tight, like, don't ask anything. And before leaving the house, I always tell him, like, okay, I will bring you, but don't ask anything, because we have this money only, this one. Yeah. And sometimes I didn't bring him because of that. I cannot afford to give him anything that he wants.
Yeah. So my perspective as a foreigner, for any foreigner watching, if you want another perspective, is that, instead of listening to some of these on the surface reports from YouTubers that say stay clear of these Filipinas, some of the best Filipinas have been through very struggling, difficult times, and that's what even made them a better Filipina, a wonderful woman, because I found a treasure in Mahal Wella, and she's been through what has been described by many of these YouTubers as that kind of a life that a lot of foreigners are scared away from. They say, oh, stay clear of them. But I would suggest, listen to their story.
Yeah, listen to their story.
And then get to know the person, of course, to make sure that's true. But if it's a true, real-to-life story, listen to their story. Take time to get to know them, because you could be passing up on a gem of a person. Because Filipina Mahal is a gem of a person, and she's been through all these hard struggles. And if I had to listen to like all what was fed on me on YouTube, I would, number one, hear, oh yeah, she's not with her kid. Oh, what kind of person is she? And she left her mom to take care. What kind of person? But it's not like that. It's not like that. So take time to get to know the Filipina you're talking with, and really listen to her backstory.
Don't be a judgmental, guys.
Yeah.
Not all Filipina are, scammers.
Yeah.
And we have different story to share.
Yeah.
Because in my part, it's like maybe I just mature at young age. That's why my perception is different from the others, I guess.
But don't pass up on the gem of a Filipina that you could easily pass up on with all the, I call it fake news of the YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. There's nothing wrong if you have this some kind of precaution, because these days there's a lot of scammers, but you need to use your common sense. Yeah. Yes, common sense. It's always like that. And of course, I will never tired of saying this. Always pray to God.
Yeah.
Yes. If you experience problems, struggling as of the moment, that is not your permanent situation. Always pray for a change. God always listen to our prayers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very true. And that's a key point she's mentioning there, because first when we met, and she just mentioned some of these first details, that I heard run away from other YouTubers, I felt in my heart and spirit God speaking to my heart, like, in my mind, saying, listen to her story, listen to her through, like, just give her time to tell her story and listen. And I'm so glad I did. I found the gym. Anyway, we just wanted to dispel some more YouTube myths and talk about our experience a little while we celebrate the beauty of nature here in the Philippines. Oh, it's so beautiful right
Yes.
here. And this
We
is
have
just up the road.
We have more adventure to upload in our YouTube channel. So please support us, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We have this, more watching hours, and we need more watching hours and more subscribers.
Yeah. So what we're doing also at the point of this recording anyway, we're still not able to be monetized. So we made a link in case you wanted to give to the Filipina. It's called, I'll try to put it below if I don't forget. And that's a PayPal link. So
Yes.
if you have some extra change, or if you want to throw
if you
like
have more blessings,
$10 million,
share to us. We don't have, we don't earn.
hey man, we're
Yes,
burning
you too.
gas up and down the road to make these videos. You know what I mean?
Yes, guys.
No, I'm just kidding. But
We
if you
really
ever do
appreciate-
feel like it,
we really appreciate your help, guys.
yeah, we're joking most of the time, but if you want to throw cash our way, we won't turn it
we're
down.
serious. Yeah. Okay. That's it. And thank you, and God bless
you.
us.
God bless you.
Yeah.